Hello everyone, welcome back to the series of full app development. In this video we are going to log in into our application. So for that go to the login activity, give it ID to the edit text, that is email and password. Also to the button. Now go to the login activity, that is Java class. Now here we need to fetch all the views, that is edit text for email, txt email, txt password. Also a text view, that is forget password. Now fetch these IDs, fetch the IDs of these views. Make sure you fetch the views of the IDs same, otherwise you will have a null pointer exception. Now add a set on click listener on the button. Now we need to add the Firebase in our login page. So add Firebase auth. Now we need to add Firebase user, that is current user. Now Firebase Firestore, that is Firebase Firestore dot get instance. Also we need to add the collection reference from where we will retrieve the data, that is all users. Now let's initialize the Firebase auth. Now let's create one method, that is login with email and password, and pass email and password inside it, that are the two variables. Let's create this method. Now we need to change it to text email, that is text email dot get text. Same for the password. Now we need to create this method. Now change this trim to email and password. Now we will use the text util class to check, to make sure that these fields are not empty. In else we will print the toast. Now we will use the Firebase auth method, that is sign in with email and password, and here we will pass the email and password. Now add on complete listener. Also add on the failure listener. Alright. Now give ID to the progress bar. Now we need to fetch that here. Now let's get the current user from the Firebase. Now we need to store the current ID in the string current ID. Now we need to get the data, so that we need to verify the keys which we have stored, that is user ID and username with the same name. Now we will use where equal ID method of the collection reference to log in the application. So where user ID, that is where equal to user ID, and we have passed the current ID. Now add on snapshot listener. Now we need to query the data from the snapshot. If you are new here to my channel, please do subscribe and share with your friends. Now we need to pass the user ID and username. So go to the sign up activity and copy these and replace it here. That is a code for the passing the username and ID to the next activity. Now in the for loop, we are getting the data of the current user and we are passing that username and password to the next activity because we need it there. Now let's add progress bar, set visibility visual, and when it is complete we need to make it invisible. So let's try it. Try to log in into it. Alright, get started. Enter email that you have signed up and password. Okay, the application is crashed, so we need to find out the error. Alright, that is the null pointer exception. That is my favorite one. So let me find out. Set content view. Okay, we need to pass set all these views below the set content view. Okay, now let's try to run it. Enter the username, password. Alright, we are logged in successfully. I will see you in next video guys. Until then, thank you.